3.1 Practice and Research, Project 5 Midpoint Review. Now, this is the part of the course which is now looking at the dreaded critical essay. And I've not been looking forward to this at all. So I've sat down and I've started to compile the work that I'm going to put into this essay. I've had various Zoom meetings with Rebecca and Amy, and they have been extremely helpful with pointing me and helping me get the most out of this. They know my feelings on it. So I've completely moved away from working in a sketchbook, so that this is kind of isolated and separate, all the information and mind maps and diagrams and notes and planning, if you like, which is what I've been doing along my journey. Now, I think when we overview all of this in general, there looks as though there is a sense of confusion with the way that I sort of work, but in actual fact, I do think my bullet points and planning and note making do have some form of synthesis to them, even though it's not always explained particularly clearly. It is actually there, written down as a bullet point or a note or anything that I've thought of during the working day, really, or of an evening, or anything that puts on a light bulb in my thought processes. So what I've started to do is started to compile some information, just reflecting on little bits of research, anything that stood out, anything that I can pull out and start to use as an idea, an area, questions relating to the research that I've done, questions to any research that I'm going to do. So obviously there's going to be new research. I'm still finding that research and practice is opening up avenues of ideas, and I think at some point it's very difficult to kind of isolate these ideas. But as I'm researching dyslexia, I'm actually finding that this is a trait, or whether it could be calling it a magpie, but I seem very good at collecting research and becoming very knowledgeable about a subject. I think my problem is actually containing it, reducing it down, and actually turning it into a discussion. So what I'm going to predict, or what I would like to do, is I've started looking at PechaKucha, and I want to try and put some sounds to that, talk through my PechaKucha. And this evening I've just started having a look at some video essays. If not, I'm going to go back to the traditional what I know, sit in front of the camera, talk about my work, talk about the essay, or treat it more of a case study. But as of yet, everything's just playing with ideas at the moment.